Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Candy J, your favorite certified clinical sexologist through the Dr. Rachel Institute and the American Colleges of Sexology. I specialize in putting the oohs and ahs back into your relationship, but I do this by helping you to com- ugh, foster better communication in your relationship. I am a mocha marriage facilitator. I am a marriage boot camp coach. I am a sex educator for all ages, but my sweet spot is middle school, high school, and young adults. Um, but I definitely talk to all about sex education. I deal with PTSD and complex trauma, anxiety for teenagers and young adults. Um, all things premarital and marital counseling. I am also a wedding officiant. I have a few coming up in October, and I'm so excited for them. A lot of times, people come through my program with premarital counseling, and then I become their wedding officiant as well. And that's actually a package that I offer. So one of the things that I talk heavily about is effective communication and problem solving skills. Okay, and I always have some notes in front of me, y'all. So if you see me look down to the side, there's always some type of note in front of me, just so that I make sure that I hit all of the information to you. So I'm very transparent on that part. Step number one, when you are in some type of conflict, okay, um, when you just need to resolve something, and we're talking about in relationships, we're talking about in marriage, and sometimes this can work in just regular old friendships, guys, and honestly, it works in business too. Let's just be real. And so, if you just need to learn how to do some effective problem solving in your workplace too, you can definitely listen in, because this is not just marriage skills. This works for all type of environments. Okay, so first of all, let's identify the problem. What specifically is the problem? And so, for our example today, we're going to talk about not having enough time together. So, this is in a relationship, this is in um, a marriage. Um, we don't have enough time together. That's going to be our identifying problem today. Okay. What's the solvability of that problem? Is it potentially solvable? It's a yes or no question. Is this going to be able to be resolved? Yes or no? And so, not having enough time together can definitely be resolved. Okay. What's the importance? What's the importance? Is it, sorry, y'all, my neck is hurting just a little bit. Jesus. Um, is it an important issue, or is it trivial? Okay, and trivial just means, is it small, is it nothing, whatever. And having not spending enough time together is definitely important. It keeps you connected. It keeps you growing in the relationship. It keeps you bonded, right? What is our goal? What is our goal in this problem right now? What is the desired outcome? Well, with spending more time together, it's obviously to spend more time together, but be more specific. Usually one person is complaining of this, or both parties can be complaining of it but not know how to really resolve it, but it's a more pressing issue to the other person. So for our particular example, let's just say, being specific, we want to spend at least one night or one day or one time frame together a week, uninterrupted, for 2 hours or more. So that means no kids, that means no other people around, siblings, cousins, mama, daddy, uncle, brother, nobody. Okay. What are the possible solutions? So, what are the options that we have available to us? What are the options that we have available to us? Okay, so in this particular situation, let's say not having enough time to spend together, right? We want to say, okay, here's one option. Um, date night. We can do date night. What day would we do date night on? Would it be a Friday? Would it be a Saturday? Would it be a Sunday night? What dates do we have available? Saturday morning, we could go work out together, and then we could go to brunch. That's option number two. Number three, we could do meet up for lunch during the week, okay? And have some food together. Okay, so now that we have our three options, right? We got date night, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We got Saturday morning for workout and brunch, or now we can meet up for lunch during the week. Okay, so now that we have our options, what are the pros and cons of those options? Okay. What's the good and bad of each option? Well, for date night, we got to figure out what night. Okay. So let's say that we settled on Friday. Okay, cool. The pros for that is we get away from the house. We can go watch a movie. We can go eat, blah, 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 right? Those are all of the different pros. But the cons could be the time, the cost, babysitter, and maybe even the lack of privacy if we don't have, somewhere we could be private with. Because who knows, if we have kids at home, coming back for date night might be an issue, just wanting to get that romantic time together afterwards. There's a lot of factors that goes into that, right? Saturday morning for the gym and for brunch. Well, it's a good start to the weekend. It can be inexpensive because we can go get like a $5 or $6 brunch. We can go sit in Waffle House, whatever. But then, what if one partner likes to sleep in and then you don't get enough sleep? So maybe that's not the best time. Or maybe somebody is cranky in the mornings and going to work out and then going to eat may not be their thing, right? And working out in the morning may not be the best time. I'm an early riser. I'm up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. And, my significant other, he is let me sleep in on the weekend. It's my day off type person. So, that could be a con there. Meet up for lunch during the week. Well, anything paired with food half the time is great, right? Because food always brightens your spirit, good customer service, all of that kind of thing. Well, on the con side, again, we're looking at cost, right? But then number two, will we be rushed for work? Okay. If you don't work from home or you don't work in nearby, you may work all the way in North Dallas and I may work in Grand Prairie, or Arlington, where I am right now, right? That could be the rush thing. Then I got to drive to you, miss. I got to take an extra 30 minutes for lunch because I got to drive. Those are the pros and cons. So what you want to do is make sure that you weigh all of the pros and cons, right? Make a selection on the best option. What seems to be favored? Okay, so let's just say in this situation, after working it all out, we decided that date night was going to be the best option, and we were going to do it on a Saturday night. Saturday night was going to be our date night. We're going to spend, 2 to 3 hours together and make sure that it's uninterrupted time. Okay. Implementation of that option. Now we have implemented this option. We went out for Saturday night date night and it went really well. But now we're looking at the outcome. How did it work out? Okay, it went really well. But what if it didn't? Okay, what if you winded up, maybe I got called into the office, depending on what your situation is, right? Maybe I got called into the office, or maybe something happened where you forgot you had an event happen. Maybe grandmother needed to be taken care of. Something happened where it just did not work out for Saturday nights. Okay. And then we try again the next Saturday and it still didn't work out. Okay. Saturday night might not be our option. So do we need to reevaluate? Yes. And that's quite all right. You're not always going to just come to a solution in a situation and then that just works. It's okay to reevaluate, but you have to go back to the drawing board. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. Go back to the drawing board and reevaluate. So this works with small things. This works with big things, guys. And so sometimes you need a mediator. Hi, hello, my name is Candy J. And you need to come to couples counseling to work some things out because this effectiveness didn't happen with you guys because you need more practice and you need practice in front of a mediator. And that's what counselors, therapists, and coaches are for. So anyways, guys, I hope this has been helpful. Let me know. Ring that bell, like, subscribe, and so that you get all of the notifications for mental health tips, sex education, marriage tips for Marriage Monday. And this has been your girl, Candy J. Have a wonderful